Well, first of all, we want to thank you for all being here. And like you saw in the little clip, the little 212 movie, 1 degree is all it takes. And I know for a lot of you, it was 1 degree of separation between being here and not being here. A lot of you pulled off some extraordinary odds. You overcame some obstacles to find it in this economy. Some of you have been really impacted by what's going on, and we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you doing whatever it took to be here, because it's 1 degree that separates the good from the great. And you guys are the 10%ers who are committed to being great. Good doesn't cut it for you. So we wanted to just, first of all, acknowledge you for that and welcome you here to Dallas. This is our 2nd event. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it as much as I am, because it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a blast. It was 4.5 years ago that we met. It was at our very first, I had just gotten started. I was brand new. Aaron was in a similar situation. And it was at that event that I heard that exact same story, and believe it or not, that story is equally as impactful for me, my life, and my business moving forward. I always, from that point forward, what I also learned to do is, when I come to make a decision, do I use my logic, my decision-making skills, habits, patterns, conditioning, etc., or do I start to think like people who already have the results that I want and start making the decisions that they make? And if you can pull yourself out of your current paradigm and look at, kind of remove yourself, and just, what would Aaron do in this situation? Ask yourself that. Or what would Michael or Andrew or Elaine or Jay? You will start to think like we do. And as you pick our brains and as you get to meet our leadership group and the top income earners here, you will understand that the people that are making $20, $30, $40, $50, $100,000 a month with CarbonCopyPRO think differently, a lot differently than most. In fact, we have a more difficult time relating to most people than they do to us. Because as you transform yourself into a leader, and the more responsibility you start to take for your own life. And this is a personal journey that all of us have to go through, and all of us have to start at some point if we ever want to reach the pinnacle of success, or at least relative success here in this industry. And it all starts with taking responsibility. One of the lines in the 212 clip that we just played was, you are responsible for your results. And you guys are here today because first of all, we told you to be here. We told you that we're having a great event. It's going to be worth your time. We made all these promises to you. But ultimately, you made the decision. You made the decision to be here. So it's the decisions like that that are already separating you from the other 80%ers. So the point that I'm making is this. Today, the theme is leadership. Our objective and our goal here with CarbonCopyPRO is to develop the next generation. Well, we already are the next generation of leaders in this industry, but we're talking about taking this to a whole different level. And by developing the next generation of leadership, here's what we mean by that. We're talking about people who've not only taken full responsibility for their own lives, their own results, but people who are committed. People who are going to take a stand for other people's success as well. Our collective mission with CarbonCopyPRO is to create 100 millionaires. We need a heck of a lot more people in a room than this to reach that goal. And the next generation of leaders to help us reach that goal is in this room. Okay, you guys are the 10%ers. You guys are the ones who made the decision to be here. A lot of you are the ones that are making it happen. So today's theme is leadership. How do you define yourself as a leader? How do you develop yourself as a leader? How do you acquire the skill sets? How do you acquire the network? How do you acquire the thinking patterns and the habits of a leader? And why is that important? Why is that important? Well, at the end of the day, everyone out there is looking for someone to follow. And that's the beautiful thing about this industry. We have tens of millions of people that are looking for a way out of what's going on outside that room. We have tens of millions of people who are committed to being entrepreneurs and starting their own businesses and creating a better life for themselves, but they don't have anyone to follow. I don't know if you guys have done this recently. I've done it. I do it all the time. Just go on Google and start Googling around, you know, the make money from home industry, the home-based business, professional entrepreneur industry, and see what you find. It's a sham. Quite frankly, most of the opportunities, most of the companies, most of the deals out there are thinly veiled money games. That's it. Thinly veiled schemes. You guys are the next generation of leaders who are going to help thousands of people get the results that they want, financially through the Wealth Masters product line, as entrepreneurs and as marketers through CarbonCopyPRO. So that's the theme for today. That's the focus that we're going to have. Every one of our trainers, every one of our speakers is here with one purpose, and that is to help you develop your leadership skills so that you can increase your value to society, thereby increasing your own net worth as well.